All right, hello, Metal Maniacs. It's the Meista from Brews and Tunes. Cheers. Uh, really excited today. I want to talk to you about something a little different than I normally do. It's not an interview today, but I wanted to tell you about a great book I just finished reading. I was fortunate enough to get an advance copy of Carl Cannedy's new book, Tales of a Wild Dog, Memoirs of a Rock Warrior. Of course, Carl Canedy is the drummer, longtime drummer of the legendary The Rods, one of my favorite bands. And anyway, he's got this great book. Has It's coming out April 4th from New Haven Publishing, and co-written with Philip Doc Harrington. Fantastic book, just really compelling, really moving. Probably one of the most honest and open, candid books I've read in a long time, especially from a prominent rock star. And Carl really kind of opens himself up in a lot of ways. There's some darkness in this book. There's some sadness. There's some moments of great joy, of course, and just all the crazy rock and roll antics over the 40 plus years of his long career. But yeah, fantastic stuff. A preference by Martin Popoff. Carl's daughter Erin does the foreword, and then there's just all sorts of wonderful commentary. And this is one of the things I found really compelling about the book as well, is it's not just Carl's take on all of these events. He actually reached out to people that were involved in all aspects of his life, whether it's musicians or family or associates, and asked for their take, and he's published their take unedited on these events. And sometimes, truthfully, sometimes they contradict some of the things he says. But he wanted a really rounded, well-rounded, honest view of what happened. And he realized, I need to here's how I saw this event. Here's how I remember it happening. But, don't take my word for it. Here's what somebody else said and their view of this event. And I thought that was really cool, really compelling and interesting. Not something you see a lot, especially in an autobiography. But it's just great. It goes through his entire career. He talks about, of course, the formation of the Rods, with David Rock Feinstein, and but also, when he for a minute, a hot minute, he was a member of Man-O-War. He basically was the original drummer of Man-O-War. It didn't last very long, but he talks about that. He talks about the band Kalekos. He talks about working with Johnny Zazula. The Who passed away unfortunately not too long ago. Talks about essentially all the production work he did with Johnny, and in helping create the whole metal scene in New York and that the East Coast, especially thrash metal with Anthrax. He produced the first couple Anthrax albums. He worked with Exciter. He worked with Hellstar. He worked with Overkill. He worked with Blue Cheer, Young Turk. I mean, just the list goes on and on. He's done so many amazing albums. It's kind of in a lot of ways the soundtrack to at least my childhood, and probably a lot of yours as well. But yeah, really fascinating, really interesting. He even talks about the formation of his help in creating the Rock and Roll Hotel, which, if you're not aware of, that was kind of part of that whole scene as well. It's where Metallica stayed when they were recording their first album, when they signed up with Johnny Z. And yeah, just it's a really interesting, wonderfully written book. As I said, just really honest and open. I couldn't put it down. It's a page turner. I read it in 3 days. I couldn't wait to get off of work so I could read more. Yeah, it was one of those things I just could not put down. And there is a fascinating and somewhat heart-wrenching kind of surprise ending that I did not see coming. And I think you won't either. So I don't want to ruin anything. But yeah, definitely check it out. As I said, it comes out April 4th, from New Haven Publishing. I would imagine it'll be on all major book bookstores, Amazon.com, I'm sure, Barnes and Noble, and check out the Rod's webpage as well. I'm sure they'll have it on there. And then also take a look at the interview I did with Carl. We talk a little bit about the book as well, a lot about the book, without trying to ruin any of the cool stuff that's happening in the book. Don't want to give anything away, but we talk about the book and we talk about the latest Rod's album, Rattle the Cage, which also incredible. And if you don't have that, go pick it up right now. It's a kick-ass album. So anyway, yeah, yeah, get a hold of Tales of a Wild Dog, Memoirs of a Rock Warrior by Carl Canedy. Excellent read and a lot of fun to read. I think you'll really enjoy it. So, cheers.